Hello and welcome back to Mouse to House Campers, folks. Here today we have something very special, and I repeat, very special. A 2001 Autocruise Wentworth on the Fiat Ducato chassis, 2.8 turbo diesel Acca Peugeot Boxer. Exactly the same as the Peugeot Boxer. So it's the Fiat Ducato Autocruise Wentworth 2001, which was the flagship model made by Autocruise, made for continental cruising. You can actually live in one of these. The luxury is quite beyond belief. I'll do most of the commentary inside, folks, as it's a windy day today. Bodywork is absolutely beautiful. No marks, no scratches, no dents, nothing to report. Size Fiorma awning, and there's also supplied a brand new unused safari room. So just quick looking around the outside. External lock here, external locker. Has two batteries, and I've just replaced those yesterday. So two brand new, top of the range pleasure batteries, both 110 ampere. All important electric step. Footlight. You've also got a light there, and everything works. Internal access to the under sofa storage compartment. There's the awning handle, and that's the space for the safari room. I'll do a picture and show you the safari room. That goes in there as so. As I say, faultless condition. I actually bought this for myself. I'll tell you the story inside once we're out of the wind. All the upholstery is also brand new. Well, 4 years ago it was brand new. There's hardly ever been sat in. Again, I'll tell you the story. As you can see, time warp, immaculate, concourse condition. Seriously, I'm running out of superlatives. There are 4 Michelin tyres in 2013, and they've only covered 400 miles. The number plate stays on the vehicle, or you can remove it, put it back on a wire edge. Air suspension, both sides individually powered. Absolutely immaculate. $32,599 miles. I've covered about 300 of those miles. It's only covered 400 miles in the last 4 years. It's been in dry storage. Never been smoked in. Two sets of keys, top of the range remote control alarm that won't start without it being disconnected. We just put the ignition on as so, press the button, you just heard a click hopefully, and then she should start on the button. And there she goes. No warning lights. Beautiful. fly screen on the door. Walking inside, quick walk around. Both the seats are swivel captains. As so. Absolutely spotless. As you can see, all blinds, everything works as it should do. All the lights have 2 bulbs or 1 bulb. These only work on the mains. Welsh dresser, even lights in the wine cabinets. Lights in the wardrobe. There's the big table. So let's start with the cooker. And look at this. Looks like it's barely been used. That's what we like to see, folks. Nice blue flames. There's the oven, also looks like it's barely being used. Let's see if we can get the grill working. Try to get the camera in, but there you go, there's the grill. The grill pan spotless as well. Look at that. Shame to put water on that sink. Spotless. Hot. Cold. Hot. Cold. And we'll get the shower working. Again, hot and cold shower. Electric flush. Shower protector, completely spotless underneath. Fly nets, roof vents, shower curtain, 3-way fridge. There's the igniter for the gas. If you're wild camping, you've also got the green main switch as well as the red for driving. I'm just holding the gas in now. It stops sparking, so that signifies that the pilot light's lit, and there's the pilot light. So this has been habitation checked and everything works. Access to the battery compartment. More cupboards than IKEA. And look at that for a Welsh dresser. Storage. All the 3 sat box and the remote controls for the TV. And satellite dish on the roof. Combi boiler. Main switch for hot water, which will work when it's obviously plugged into the mains. Lots of paperwork there, which I'll go through shortly. It's got the central heating, the Truma combi boiler. So it's hot and cold water. So you've got summer setting, so the green light's on. So that is now just heating the hot water, or the cold water, so hot rather, on the gas. Or we go to winter setting. That not only is heating the hot water, but also blowing the central heating out of these vents, which is all thermostatically regulated. And there's also a vent hidden behind the toilet underneath there, just there in the corner. I can see there on the floor. So the shower's heated as well. Just switch that off now. So these 2 large bed sofas just pull together to make a large bed. So here's the story. In 2013, the last owner, the last gentleman, went and bought this as a surprise present for his wife and himself to enjoy in retirement. He went and commissioned this, added the TV, the satellite, air suspension, 4 new tyres, the Fiorma awning. He wasn't happy, he knew his wife wouldn't like the colour of the interior, so he had all a brand spanking new upholstered curtains, sofa, front seats. This has all been unused. And we've got an invoice here somewhere, and that come to just shy of £6,000. Let's see if we can find the details rather. Quite a lot of paperwork. Here we go. So it had an alarm fitted, batteries, upholstery, aerial, 3-view box, new tyres, TV, grip tracks, reversing camera, water pump, cab mats, Fiorma awning with safari room, satellite dish, 5,979 that came to. Brought it home to his wife. His wife looked at it and she said, "I'm not sleeping in that." Can you believe that? She said, "I'm not sleeping in a motorhome. I only do hotels." So last owner, a wealthy farmer, said, "Well, sod you then," in no uncertain circumstances, and decided to dry store it in his barn, and that's where it's been for the last 4 years. Well, 3 years he had it, and I bought it off him a year ago. So it was just been in dry storage. Time warp example. I actually inherited some money, so we decided, me and my good lady, to keep this for ourselves. We used it a couple of times with the intention of going on a 2-month trip around Europe, but things have kept getting in the way, so it kept getting put into storage. We've used all the other motorhomes in our stock, but a couple of weeks ago we've decided to get married, so unfortunately this has to go to fund the wedding next year. So this is going to truly delight the next owner. I've had lots of motorhomes, as you can understand, in my ownership over the years, but I've never come across something as special as this. It's hard not to get excited about this. The top of the range 2-berth camper. They call it a 2-berth, but when that bed's made up, I'll do the measurements. Me and my wife and my 9-year-old daughter have gone in it comfortably. There's room for 3 or 4 in that bed. So you can have 2 large singles or a massive queen size. Just the quality is amazing. There's a satellite dish, as well as the 12-volt powered aerial. To get a Wentworth, it's good enough, but to get one with this mileage, with this history, in this condition, is quite something. That's why I've kept on to it for the last year. And as you can imagine, for myself, I've gone right through it with a fine tooth comb. The all important wine glasses there, and storage for your bowls, saucers. Everything works. The water gets hot on the gas as well as the mains. The roof light. Fly net. Fly nets for all the windows. And that's about it, folks. It's got the all important reversing camera, and we'll see if we can power that up now to demonstrate. And there you have it. So that just works automatically off reverse. So we'll just do a quick walk round. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Feel free to ring me 9 AM till 9 PM, 7 days a week. I'll more than gladly deliver this anywhere in the UK. You only have to pay if you wish to purchase it, and I can't see any reason why you would not when you see it. Only after you've seen it and test drove it, inspected it. All I ask, if you're happy, is just a lift to the nearest train station rather. It was last serviced at 30,000 miles in 2012. I'm just going to get a full service carried out now, as well as a habitation check, and it's just been recommissioned with 3 new batteries, a heavy duty battery in the engine. I'll just do a quick look under the engine to show you that, as well as 2 leisure batteries. So it'll come with a new MOT, service. I think the only thing that has been noticed on the last few MOTs was an advisory for the front cross member. On these, it's actually a bolt-on underneath the radiator. So the last MOT inspector have been quite fussy, but I've looked at it. I wouldn't. It's not part of the chassis. It's no problem. However, I'm going to get a new cross member. It's only a bolt-on one underneath the radiator, so that will be carried out. Obviously, we'll have the engine serviced as well as a brake service, with it doing such few miles over the last few years. new owner to enjoy it. There we go. 2.8 turbo diesel, top of the range in its day. And there's the new heavy duty 760 ampere hour battery I've just had fitted. I'll even consider a sensible part exchange, motorbike, car. I can't do part exchange prices, etc. via email or over the phone or via make an offer. All you need to do is pick up the phone, I don't bite, you can have a sensible conversation and maybe discuss a part exchange.